Good morning, everyone. Myself is Kiran Mai, lecturer in physics, working at Government City College. Today, we'll see the second part of quantum theory of radiation. Now, at first, we have studied the black body radiation, and in that we have studied about the Wien's distribution of energy in thermal spectrum. Now, Wien's law had stated the lambda m equals to constant. Next, another main important theory is given by the Rayleigh and Jeans. Rayleigh and Jeans developed a theory for spectral distribution of black body radiation by the application of electrodynamics and statistical mechanics. Now, with the Rayleigh and Jeans and Planck had given a theoretical formula for the quantum theory of radiation. Now, before going to know about the Rayleigh-Jeans formula. Now, in the last class, we have studied only the Wien's displacement law. Wien's displacement law gives the value lambda m t equals to constant. It gives the range only for shorter wavelengths. For longer wavelengths, it cannot explained. Therefore, with the help of that defect, Rayleigh and Jeans had defined a law. Consider a hollow cubic enclosure of a side L with perfectly reflecting walls. Let us place a black particle inside the enclosure. The radiation emitted by the particle will be reflected by the walls. According to electromagnetic theory, the radiation is supposed to consist of number of waves. The waves in the enclosure travel in all possible directions. They undergo multiple reflections from the various walls of the enclosure. In course of time, the enclosure will be filled with the stationary waves of all wavelengths. The reason is that reflected wave transfers with the corresponding incident wave to form stationary wave similar to sound waves. Now, for example, to know about that, when a wire of length L is fixed at both ends and plucked at its midpoint, the stationary waves are formed with nodes at the fixed points. If the wire vibrates in n loops due to formation of stationary waves, then n lambda by 2 equals to L. Lambda equals to 2L by n, where n equals to 1, 2, 3, so on up to infinity. Similarly, is the case when an enclosure filled with radiation, if L be the distance between the walls, then corresponding allowed frequencies are nu equals to C by lambda, that is C by 2 into N by L. Here C is velocity of light. The number of overtones may be referred to as several degrees of freedom with which the system is capable of vibrating. Moreover, every allowed frequency is called a mode of vibration. If the three edges of the cube form from the three axes in the space, the number of loops in each direction nx, ny and nz are given by nx equals to 2L by lambda for equation 1, where L equals to nx into lambda by 2. Similarly for ny and nz. As the radiation are diffuse, the waves can be inclined at any angle to the rectangular axis. For waves making an angle alpha, beta and gamma with the three axes, we have L cos alpha equals to nx into lambda by 2, n cos beta equals to ny into lambda by 2, L cos gamma equals to nz into lambda by 2. By the direction of cosines, a cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equals to 1. Now, from the above equations, we can write nx square plus ny square plus nz square equals to 2l by lambda into whole square. Where nx square plus ny square plus nz square equals to r square, where r represents 2l by lambda. Therefore, the above equation represents an ellipsoid with the nx, ny and nz directions as coordinate axis. Each set of values of nx, ny and nz satisfying the above equation corresponds to one mode of vibration. The total number of modes of vibration are the total number of possible sets of nx, ny and z. The number of modes of vibration in wavelength interval lambda and lambda plus d lambda can be found using above equation. To make the picture clear, consider the number of modes of vibration in two-dimensional plane. For two-dimensional plane, above equation can be changed as nx square plus ny square equals to 2l by lambda square. This equation represents a circle. When we plot nx on x-axis and ny on y-axis as shown in figure, every point of intersection gives a mode of vibration. Since positive values of nx and ny are allowed, we have to consider intersections in positive quadrant only. The area of each square is unity. Hence, the number of squares in it, that is nothing but which is equal to the area of quadrant 4 pi into radius whole square. This is equals to 1 by 4 pi into 2l by lambda equals to pi l square by lambda square. So, the number of modes of vibration with the wavelength lying between lambda and lambda plus d lambda can be obtained by differentiating the above equation. We know that the above idea is to three-dimensional space. The circle will be sphere and each unit square will be unit cube. Now the total number of modes of vibrations f up to wavelength lambda will be those in the octant of a spherical shell of radii 2l by lambda. So, f equals to 1 by 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is nothing but 4 pi l cube by 3 lambda power cube. The number of modes of vibration, that is degrees of freedom between lambda and lambda plus d lambda, is obtained by differentiating the above expression. Therefore, df equals to 4 pi l cube by 3 into d by d lambda of 1 by lambda power cube. That is nothing but 4 pi l cube by 3 into minus 3 by lambda power 4 into d lambda. Neglecting negative signs as d lambda is positive, we have df equals to 4 pi v by lambda power 4 into d lambda, where v is volume of enclosure. The above number should be multiplied by 2 as transverse electromagnetic waves have two polarization for each mode. Thus, the total number of modes of vibration is given by df equals to 8 pi v by lambda power 4 into d lambda. Therefore, number of modes of vibration per unit volume is given by 8 pi d lambda by lambda power 4. Rayleigh and Jeans assumed that the law of equipartition of energy holds good in case of radiation also. According to this law, the average energy per mode of vibration is kT, where K is Boltzmann constant and T is absolute temperature. Therefore, energy density within wavelength lambda and lambda plus d lambda is given by E lambda d lambda equals to total number of modes of vibration into average energy per mode. That is 8 pi d lambda by lambda power 4 into kT, that is 8 pi kT divided by lambda power 4 into d lambda. This is Rayleigh-Jean's formula for energy distribution. Next is Planck's radiation law. Planck had given some hypothesis according to his theory. In 1900, Max Planck introduced the revolutionary concept of radiation known as quantum theory of radiation. He made some following assumptions. A black body radiator contains simple harmonic oscillators of all possible frequencies. The oscillators cannot emit or absorb energy continuously. This is contrary to electromagnetic theory, which allows a continuous emission or absorption of energy. Emission or absorption of energy takes place in discrete amounts, that is, energy of oscillator is quantized. The energy of an atomic oscillator of frequency nu can have only certain values like 0, h nu, 2h nu, so on up to nh nu. This is an integral multiple of a small unit of energy h nu called quantum or photon. In general, for an oscillator of energy nu, the possible values of energy are given by small e equals to nh nu, where n is positive, any positive integer, and h is Planck's constant. Average, now to calculate for that, average energy of an oscillator. Let capital N be the total number of Planck's oscillators and E be their total energy. Then the average energy per Planck's oscillator small e is given by small e equals to capital E by N, capital N. Let there be N0, N1, N2, N3, so on up to Nr, etc. oscillators having energy 0, E, 2E, 3E, so on up to Re and so on. Now we have capital N equals to N0 plus N1 plus N2 plus N3, so on up to Nr plus so on. And capital E equals to 0 plus En1 plus E2E, N2 plus 3E, N3 plus so on up to Re, Nr plus so on. We know that according to Maxwell's distribution formula, the number of oscillators having energy Re is given by Nr equals to N0 into e power minus Re by Kt. That is nothing but N0 into expression of minus of Re by Kt, where K is Boltzmann constant. Substituting the values of N0, N1, N2 in above equation, we get N equals to N0 plus N0 into expression of minus E by Kt plus N0 into expression of minus 2E by Kt plus so on up to N0 into expression of minus Re by Kt plus so on. Now taking N0 as common, 1 plus expression of minus E by Kt plus expression of minus 2E by Kt plus so on up to expression of minus Re by Kt. This implies it look like the expression if we think x equals to expression of minus E by Kt, and the above equation represents 1 plus x square plus 2x cube plus so on. The formula will be 1 by 1 minus x. Therefore, N0 divided by 1 minus expression of E by Kt. Substituting the values of N0, N1, N2, N3 in above equation, we get E equals to N0 into 0 plus E N0 into expression of minus E by Kt plus 2E into N0 into expression of minus 2E by Kt plus 3E into N0 into expression of minus 3E by Kt plus so on up to Re into N0 into expression of minus R E by Kt plus so on. Now taking a common n naught into e into expression of minus e by kt into 1 plus 2 into expression of minus e by kt plus 3 into expression of minus 2e by kt plus so on up to r into expression of r minus 1 into e by kt plus so on. Now the above equation, if we think x equals to expression of minus e by kt, and the above equation will be represents as 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus so on up to r into x power r minus 1. That gives the formula as 1 by 1 minus x whole square. Therefore, the above equation will be changes into n naught into e into expression of minus e by kt into 1 by 1 minus expression of minus e by kt whole square. Now, the average energy of oscillator is given by small e equals to capital E by n. That is nothing but E naught into E into expression of minus E by kt whole divided by 1 minus expression of minus E by kt whole square divided by n naught by 1 minus expression of E minus E by kt. E into expression of minus E by kt divided by 1 minus expression of minus E by kt. Now taking e expression of minus E by kt as common, we get E by expression of E by kt minus 1. Now that is E, we know that if we put n equals to 1, E equals to h nu. Therefore substitute that h nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. Thus, we see that average energy of oscillator given by above equation is different for the energy kT of a classical oscillator. Now, Planck's formula. We know that number of oscillators per unit volume in frequency range nu and nu plus d nu is given by f equals to 8 pi nu square by c cube into d nu from the Rayleigh Jeans derived formula. By multiplying with an average energy of oscillators, we get total energy per unit volume belonging to the range nu d nu or the energy density belonging to the range d nu. E nu d nu equals to 8 pi nu square by c cube into d nu into h nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. E nu d nu equals to 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into d nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. This is known as Planck's radiation law. This law can be expressed in terms of wavelengths also. Nu equals to c by lambda. D nu equals to minus c by lambda square into d lambda. To overcome that negative sign, we put a modulus there. Therefore, substitute that E lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi h by c cube into c cube by lambda cube into e power 1 by expression of hc by lambda kt minus 1 into c by lambda square into d lambda. With that, we get 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into 1 by expression of hc by lambda kt minus 1 into d lambda. Now this formula agrees with all experimental curves throughout the whole range of wavelengths. This equation contains the constants c, k and h. The validity of this equation can be checked by following experimentally Wien's formula for shorter wavelengths, Rayleigh-Jeans law at longer wavelengths, Wien's displacement law and Stefan Boltzmann's law. Now different laws from this Planck's radiation formula. Now first one is Wien's formula. For shorter wavelengths, that is when lambda is very small, e power hc by lambda kt is greater than 1. That is 1 can be neglected in comparison of e power hc by lambda kt. According to Planck's formula, e lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into 1 divided by expression of hc by lambda kt minus 1 into d lambda. For shorter wavelengths, e lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into 1 by expression of hc by lambda kt into d lambda. Therefore, that expression becomes 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into e power minus hc by lambda kt into d lambda. Putting 8 pi hc equals to capital A and hc by k equals to B, we have e lambda d lambda equals to capital A by lambda power 5 into e power minus b by lambda t into d lambda. This is Wien's formula which agrees with experiment at a shorter wavelengths. Next one is Rayleigh-Jean's formula. For longer wavelengths, that is when lambda is very large, hc by lambda kt is small and e power hc by lambda kt can be expanded as e power hc by lambda kt equals to 1 plus hc by lambda kt plus h square c square by lambda square k square t square plus so on. Neglecting the higher order powers, we have to consider the first two order terms, 1 plus hc by lambda kt. Substituting that, we get e lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into d lambda by 1 plus hc by lambda kt minus 1. Therefore, from that we get e lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi hc by 8 pi kt by lambda power 4 into d lambda. This agrees the Rayleigh-Jean's formula at longer wavelengths. Next is Wien's displacement law. According to Planck's radiation formula, E lambda d lambda equals to 8 pi hc by lambda power 5 into d lambda by e power hc by lambda kt minus 1. This can be written as E lambda equals to A into lambda power minus 5 into e power hc by lambda kt minus 1 whole inverse. To find out the wavelength at which the spectral radiancy is maximum, we differentiate the above equation with respect to lambda and equate to 0. That is dE by d lambda equals to 0. Therefore, A into lambda power minus 5 into minus 1 into e power hc by lambda kt minus 1 whole power minus 2 into e power hc by lambda kt into hc by minus hc by lambda square kt minus 5 into lambda into e power minus lambda power minus 6 into e power hc by lambda kt minus 1 whole power minus 1 equals to 0. This implies e power hc by lambda kt minus 1 whole power of minus 1 into e power hc by lambda kt into hc by lambda square kt equals to 5 by lambda. hc by lambda kt into e power hc by lambda kt divided by e power hc by lambda kt minus 1 equals to 5. Putting hc by lambda kt equals to x, the above expression will be changed as x into e power x divided by e power x minus 1 equals to 5. That above equation can be written as x by 5 plus e power minus x equals to 1. The equation has two roots, x equals to 0 and x equals to 4.965. Ignoring the first value, take x equals to hc by lambda kt equals to 4.955. Therefore, the wavelength lambda m at which the spectral radiance c per unit range of wavelength has its maximum value is given by lambda m t equals to hc by 4.965 k, where that can be shown as a b. Now lambda m t equals to b, that is nothing but some constant. This is Wien's displacement law. Next is Stefan's law. According to Planck's formula, in terms of frequency, E nu d nu equals to 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into d nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. The spectral radiancy E nu spectral is related to the energy density E nu by the following relation: E nu spectral equals to c by 4 into E nu. Therefore, E nu spectral d nu equals to 2 pi h nu cube by c square into d nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. Now the total radiant energy due to all frequencies is given by capital E equals to integration of 0 to infinity E nu spectral d nu equals to 2 pi h divided by c square into integral of 0 to infinity nu cube d nu by expression of h nu by kt minus 1. To solve this integral, we take h nu by kt equals to x. Nu equals to kt by h into x. D nu equals to kt by h into dx. Substituting, we get capital E equals to 2 pi kt whole power 4 divided by h cube c square into integral of 0 to infinity x cube dx by e power x minus 1. That is nothing but we know that integral of 0 to infinity x cube dx by e power x minus 1 equals to pi power 4 divided by 15. Substituting that, we get 2 pi kt whole power 4 divided by h cube into c square into pi power 4 divided by 15. Therefore, 2 pi power 5 into k power 4 equals to divide. Now, that whole power will be taken as sigma equals to 2 pi power 5 k power 4. Now divided by 15 h cube into c square. This represents E equals to sigma t power 4. This is called as Stefan's law. With